Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. So, today we're going to be talking about how everyone's an expert. And I think this is something a lot of people are seeing on the internet and just, it's becoming more and more popular. So, I just want to take a little time and talk about it today. So, before I get started, I like to talk about why I'm qualified to discuss these things. Sorry, let me clear my throat. So, years ago, in 2008, I was in the hospital and I learned about the idea of using food as medicine years after that. So, it gave me just a lot of empowerment and a lot of, the strength to do the things I needed to do. So, I decided to become a health coach to actually learn a lot of information for myself and in my journey. And then it became my mission to become that resource that could just hand information over to other people that are either going through, different symptoms or diseases or, just becoming the best version of themselves that they can be, taking their health from wherever they are currently to wherever they want to be. So I really decided that I wanted to be that resource for people. And along the journey, I just realized how powerful nutrition is and how we can all take advantage every time that we eat. So yeah, I like to just share this message with as many people as I can. So a lot of the diseases that people think are kind of just normal kind of things that people deal with don't, have to be a part of people's lives at all. And I want to get rid of as many diseases and everything as possible. I mean, yes, there are ways with a healthy enough lifestyle to reverse diseases and symptoms, but if we didn't have to deal with them in the first place, wouldn't that be even cooler? So yeah, that's where I am. And along my journey, I actually created a course that I will post in the comments that's, just a self-guided course that you go through on your own that helps you with how to change your diet or how to add more plants to your diet and make it something that sticks rather than, just something that you'll hear like we're going to talk about today that kind of you think about 1 minute and then maybe you go on to something else the next minute. And I also don't want it to be something that's time consuming and uses up a lot of, what the time that you have that you could use on much better things, like what you're really passionate about. So that's why I created the course. And like I said, I'll link that below if you're interested in taking that. So back to the idea that everyone's an expert. So everyone has an opinion. And I recently heard in a video that someone, talked about everyone has an opinion. It's like a cheap suit. Everyone has one. It doesn't really mean a whole lot. And I think a lot of people teach very specific things and, very specific topics. But my concern is that a lot of people are saying similar things, and I'm not really sure if they know or if they're just repeating what they've heard. So that's just something to kind of be aware of. And really don't be concerned about weeds. We've talked about that before. So that's detail things about diet. So you don't really want to worry about those things. And I know some people, whether they're influencers or, different people on the internet, like to talk about very specific things. And that really isn't something that you have to really worry about. Try not to let that, it's something that's kind of a distraction that makes a lot of people worry about details, and it's really not necessary at all. So a lot of people have different ways of looking at the world too, and you really should remember that. So a lot of people talk about that as the lens that they're looking at the world through. So there's just a lot of different people have different ways that they look at things. So that could be where they're coming from as well. But the biggest thing to remember is the foundational principles and really the overall dietary pattern that they're talking about. So again, not details, not, there might be very specific things that people are looking at or a very specific population that people work with. And that might matter to them, but it doesn't really matter to the overall population. And that's just something to remember, that really you just want to focus on foundational things and dietary principles and, just overall the diet that you want to follow and what aligns with your goals, because that's what really matters, right? Is you reaching the goals that you want to reach, and try not to get sidetracked with all the different information and, how they say shiny objects that people are talking about. Try to really focus on what's going to help you get to the goals that you want to get to. And if you have any questions about that kind of stuff, I'm here. I can share different information or in articles and different published things about how to reach your goals in an easier fashion. So yeah, so I'm on all different social platforms. If you want to, our Facebook group is the most useful one, I think, that we post on pretty regularly. That's the benefits of eating plants. Again, search benefits of eating plants or reach out to me if you want the link to that. I will send that to you as well. We share lots of different recipes, information, articles, all different kinds of things. Just you hear me say it all the time, just to make this as easy for you as possible. And I really want to do that. It's really a passion of mine. So, let me know if you want to hear more of something or less of something. I definitely want to tailor it to fit all the people that are a part of it. So definitely, and feel free to post in it as well. If you want to ask questions to the group at large or me personally, you can do that as well. Also, whether you're watching this live or on replay, post anything, any comments how it makes you feel. Again, if there's, maybe you have some experience with this that I'm talking about, or, there's something that you think I may have forgotten, or some way that this makes you feel, just even if you want to post an emoji, just the way it makes you feel. And if there's anything that you want me to cover in a future video, I want you to, use this resource to the best of your ability, and let me know those things as well. So you can either comment or reach out to me personally and let me know if there's a topic that you want me to cover. And I really look forward to helping you in any way that I can. But I think that's about it. I have my notes over here, so let me just check. I think I covered everything. So until next week, have a beautiful and colorful day. Bye, everybody.